Hi guys, you're welcome to my channel. Alright, today we're going to be discussing about wiring installation of buildings. Okay, though this particular channel is for automation and control. We're not trying to deviate, but according to the questions is what how I respond to my training. Some of my followers and friends asked me questions about installation of buildings, and that was after I introduced electrical craft principle. I advised them to come from electrical craft principle perspective. They should go and acquire that particular skill. It's quite unfortunate I don't have a simulation system to explore on that installation of buildings. I don't have a software to simulate wiring installation of buildings and how the lighting system is going to be done. But I will try as much as I can to do some connections, some connectivity, some my control software. Then I will illustrate how lighting circuits is being done, how you arrange some lighting arrangement to light up a lighting circuit. Okay. But before then, let me walk you through the processes you need to undergo as you register for installation of buildings. Then as for electrical craft principle, that particular trade is a different training. Although some training centers combine electrical craft principle and the installation of building as a one suit course. Okay. Some people do also segment it. You do installation of building different, then you do craft principle differently. But I will explain difference between the two. Okay. Then I will also walk you through the process of installation of buildings, how you have to go from step one to the last step. Okay. Because these two courses I just mentioned now is to enable you, is to prepare you from any electrical conduction, electricity principles. Okay. That is why the electrical craft okay, let me just in a brief summary give you what is obtainable within that electrical craft principle. So electrical craft principle will expose you to the following. One, electrical safety. It will teach you the first step of electrical safety for electricity concept. Okay. It will give you a guide on what is obtainable between live and neutral and positive, negative, the connectivity between these terminals, and you are entails, what they entails whenever you want to manage the two. Okay. What I mean is this: if I want to design or I want to install a circuit, now when you want to put up a circuit, neutral is expected to go from your source to your lamp, while live conductor is expected to come to your control switch before going to the lamp. So that concept is what electrical current principle expose you to. It will also expose you to what we call load segregation, enable you to know in a particular load setup what is load demand, what is the power demand, what is the current of a particular circuit, what is the cable size to be used in a particular circuit. These are the things craft principle will expose you to. Okay. Then it will also teach you a little bit of advanced Ohm's law. Advanced Ohm's law will allow you to also know the electrical draft design and drafting. Design and drafting is your electrical calculation to know your load voltage drop and your cable size and current rating and power rating. These are little things you have to you have to undergo while doing electrical craft principle. Okay. There is a course set aside for that particular aspect. Then electrical installation of buildings is a typical of what I have now. This is a drawing, this is a floor plan. Okay, let's start with, if you register electrical installation of building, you will understand how to read drawings, electrical floor plan drawings. Okay, then some like I have a setup of drawings for that particular training. I'm going to teach you so many drawings on building drawings you need to undergo: single line drawings, layout drawings, floor plan drawing, power drawings, and segregation drawing and load distribution drawings. Okay, so they're going to expose you to that. Then this is floor plan. The stage one in your electrical wiring installation is for you to understand connectivity, electrical wiring connectivity. Let me see if I have some of the drawings here. I think I should have something like this. You should understand the connectivity within the electrical installation of buildings supposed to pass through wiring connectivity. That is for you to understand how to do surface installation, trunking installation, conduit installation. So you understand the connectivity within this. After that, then it will grant you about going to grant you about how you do your conduiting. You know your conduit arrangement. We expose you to how to different between the surface and conduit and their accessories. Okay, the connections are the same, it's just change of accessories, but the method of changing connection is the same, exactly the same. What is changing between surface and conduit is the material, the accessories you are using. Okay, like the junction box we are using for conduit is different for surface installation. All right, then the cables that is different. Cable for installation of building for conduit, they are single cables. Then for surface, they are twin cables. Okay, so these are the things you need to undergo. All right. Then before then, we now go to what we call drawing setup or floor plan. You understand floor plan, how to read drawings. Okay. Then after that, you're going to also go to this particular how to evaluate your drawing. How do we evaluate our drawing? We now count our lighting systems. Count your lighting point, then total them, and from there you generate your bill of quantity. And you also understand each point of light, what is the title of each point of light, how many watts are you using for your calculation for one point of light? What is the wattage to be used? Because you must make your do your circuit calculation before you now identify the particular MCB, the particular outgoing MCB from your distribution board before you determine the size of your MCBs. Okay, you do calculation. You don't just like I said before, you don't pick any breaker size, and you don't buy distribution board with breakers in it. Please take note, do not buy distribution board with breaker inserted in it. You buy distribution board differently and you buy breakers differently. Because you buy them differently, you're going to carry out your calculation of your circuit. You do your circuit calculation to know what is this breaker size for my lighting circuit, what is the breaker size for my ring circuit, what is breaker size for my power circuit. All right. Okay. Now that's set aside. After that, after doing this calculation, you understand. Now come again. What is your layout? You have to learn how to understand your circuit layout. What is my circuit layout? My circuit arrangement. Now, the lighting circuit within your living room shouldn't feed your dining room. The reason is because when you have a blackout within your living room, the dining room should illuminate some brighter brightness from there to come to this other living room, pending when electrical personnel will be called upon to diagnose the fault and fix the fault from your distribution board or wherever. So when doing your circuit segregation and your circuit layout, your circuit feeding living room should not be the same circuit feeding the dining room. Dining should go to a different circuit, while living room should follow a different circuit. Okay, so that the blackout from dining shouldn't affect living room. Then blackout from the living room shouldn't also affect dining because both of them are related apartment. All right. Then for your your kitchen. Now, these are essential informations they will need you need to go through, okay? Then as for kitchen, kitchen is most essential place you need to pay attention to when you want to do your power piping, your power electrification. No matter, take note, no matter how smaller kitchen is, no matter how your cooking kitchen is small, it's entitled of, let me repeat again, no matter how small your kitchen apartment is, the power distribution within the kitchen, the socket outlet you need to electrify within the kitchen shouldn't be no less than 4. Even if the kitchen is going to be 2 meter by 2 meter size, the kitchen is entitled the minimum socket outlet, the minimum 13 amp socket outlet in a cooking kitchen shouldn't be less than 4 point. It shouldn't be less than 4 points. So the minimum is 4 point. The more the kitchen is bigger, the more point you provide in the kitchen. Okay, these are essential things you must know. Then kitchen veranda must at least have the minimum of 1 ring point. Kitchen veranda should have minimum of 1 ring point. Then kitchen store should have the minimum of 1 ring point. These are the essential things you must undergo. Okay, so these are how you do your arrangement for power distribution within your floor plan. Then another one again, you should also learn what we call side entering and back entering. Side entering method and back entering method while doing your wiring will enable you to reduce the excess material used and also make your job faster. It will drop the stress of your man-hour. It will also drop the wastage of resources. I will demonstrate your side entering and back entering with 3D. Let me see, I still have 3D here. Okay, this is my 3D. Let me see if I still have the back entering and side entering. Beautiful, look at it. Take a look at this veranda. This is my bungalow piping type. So this is my veranda. Take a look at this socket I provided here. This socket does not have a pipe, vertical pipe supplying here. Look at no vertical pipe. The pipe that supply this place come from inside the room. From the room, it projected here. That is back entering. There's a pipe. My mouse is disturbing. Let me show you the pipe. Let me show you the pipe. Turn this building this way. Turn it this way. Now, look down. Look at the back entering. This one is the pipe coming from vertical supply. You now supply this other one being side entering. You now supply another one at the back. That is the back entering. Okay. So that is back entering and side entering. Now, what I mean by reducing the resources and man-hour, instead of you to take this pipe up, come down to supply this, you now shortcut by doing side entering. Then this one, instead of this one going up and coming down to the back, you should go to, let me see, just turn this way. Okay, take a look at this. Look at the back entering. Okay, from here, you now project to the other side. That is back entering. So during your circuit calculation, your back entering, this is floor plan. This is floor plan. This is the board. After the civil work to the lintel, then carpentry job will take over to provide this board before your electrical piping will commence. After that, then iron benders will now come and they put their beams. And okay, after the civil work, then I think before now, conventionally, electrical will take place before iron, but because of materials integrities are not ascertained, because of that, so we allow iron bender to do their job before this one take place. But this my simulation now, this my software, I don't have to bring the iron here because it will now drop the graphic of my system. So I will just show you the pipe. I will not show you the iron. I don't have to design the iron. Okay, that's why you can't have iron here, but I will just show you my pipe. Okay. Okay. We have a okay, let me show you. Let me show you something now. I want to okay. So this is where we are. All right. So we are discussing about this. Then after this calculation, after you determine your circuit number of circuit to be used, number of point per circuit, and how many circuit to recover per each floor. And after that, you now generate your bill of quantity. I think I have bill of quantity here. Yes, generate this your bill of quantity to know the accessory number of materials you need. Okay, this is what you use to generate your quotation. Okay, all right. So after that, you now teach you earthing system. That is another essential part of installation. Earthing system. I use AutoCAD to bring out the procedure here from digging of the ground. This is the ground. This is the earth electrode that will go to the ground. These are the stipulated process you must maintain. Then from there, you now continue. The earth continuity will now go to the building. You have to settle them depending on the type of earthing system you are using. Okay. Then what else again? Yeah. Then we have to also teach you this other part. This is your load description and your load segregation. This table, you have to provide this table and paste it at the back of your distribution board. Okay, you need to understand this. This is how you do your load balancing and load sharing and load segregation. You do all of them and write them here. Each place that your circuit supply, for instance, your circuit one supply dining room, sitting room, master bedroom, and lobby. When you come to your load sharing table, you have to describe those areas. Okay, you have to describe them and write them at the distribution board cover. So we have to generate all that. So these are the process you need to undergo. That is for wiring installation of buildings. Okay. I think I have one other material I want to share with you. Um, okay, I will use design software to do this with you. Okay, I will use design software to teach you how to work and how to wire your two-way control. I will use design because that one I can simulate that for you. Okay, so having known all that, you know how to do piping and how to bury your knockout boxes, how to do your piping and do your floor plan, first floor and the last floor, these high-rise buildings. You know how to do all this piping with piping method for high-rise buildings is different from normal block work pipings. High-rise building means you do your piping without block work. You should do, there's no block work, but you do your piping. After that, they will just see pillar, then the building stand, and they will deck. Another pillar will come up, another deck will take place till the last floor. Then later, partition of the block exercise will start by the messing guys. But you have to do your job before the block work. So there is another formula for piping method for high-rise buildings. Okay, that is what I did here. I did all that before I put this block. So let me take them away so that you see them facially. I did that. Okay. If you look inside, you see pipes, vertical pipes and distribution board, this distribution board. But you can't see because it's right inside block. But let's see if I walk you through inside the compartment, inside the building, that is how you see it. All right. That is all you need to go through. Okay. So let me also walk you through this. Now, beautiful. I'm going to open a design software, control software rather. I'm going to open a control software. I will teach you. We're going to make a connection for two-way control, please. You must pay attention to that particular exercise. It's going to be in another exercise. This exercise is almost complete. I will shut down this one. I will start another exercise. So that one, we're going to discuss about this two-way. Two-way control. So it's very essential, it's very, very important you learn this two-way control because you want to use them for hospital, use them for hostel, schools, banks, and amusement park, anywhere that you have multiple entrance and a multiple exit is the same method. So I will teach you how to make this electrification two-way control. Okay, we're going to use control software because that one I can simulate it for you. All right, so let's go there. Then which other thing I want to bring to your notice? Let me check. There's one other thing I want to bring to your notice that you must learn. Um, okay, like I said, two-way control. Now this is exit, one of the entrance to this is school. This is school complex. Okay, this is entrance. You can access inside the building from here. You can also access from here. It's a very big school. Then this another two dual staircase. Okay, so if you are coming from here, or you are coming from here, or you are coming from here, or you are going out from here, you just have to activate one of these. You will locate any of these in all the entrance. You locate the switch. The switch put on the same lighting system and shut down the same lighting system. Okay, so let's go and do the practical. Let's go and do the practical there in another control system. Okay, all right. Thank you. Share this to your friends, to students, to your loved ones who are aspiring to go into electrical space or who are aspiring to go into automation, because you must understand these fundamentals before going into automation. Okay, all right. Thank you.